talk to you right now.
So, what's the fucking plan, man?
Welcome, welcome. Fancy some trading?
I have to ask. We're in the middle of nowhere. What are you even doing out here?
Out here, everything is in the middle of nowhere, my friend. Sometimes you need to get off the beaten path to find a solid business opportunity. I learned that from Warren Buffett.
You've met Warren Buffett?
No. I've watched his motivational videos on YouTube, though. Basically the same thing.
Good luck building your fortune, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Haha, thanks. But I make my own luck.
You'll never find her! This place belongs to ghosts! What are you doing here, stranger? Be gone, intruder! You don't let her rest! Oh, you look radiant today, Tanya.
I forgot to tell you, Papa is coming to visit next week.
Oh, what? All the way from Murmansk?
I know you and Fomin don't get along, but he is my dad, and I don't get to see him very often. So promise me you'll be on your best behavior, okay?
Oh, but of course. You know me. I'm always on my best behavior.
Right. Do you really have to go to this get-together tonight?
You know I do, Tanya. Semenov will be there, and some big shots from the party, too.
So take me with you.
I wish I could, but...
Why not? Is it some kind of boys' night out in the city?
What? No, we'll be discussing plans for the power plant.
Over vodka, I presume.
Well...
Fine. But if you come home blind drunk, you can go straight to the couch. Pripyat Secondary School number 3. The biggest of the 5. My friend Nadia's daughter used to go here.
I remember. They had an outstanding program. Art, languages, and most importantly...
Science?
Naturally. I bet you can still find a portrait of Lomonosov or Newton hanging up there.
Cute. But that's not all they taught us at this school, is it?
What are you getting at?
Propaganda speeches, military drills, preparing little kids for World War III. What do you do when the evil capitalists drop an atomic bomb on your house? Duck and cover. No. You put on your gas mask and marching boots, grab a rifle and rush the enemy. You kill it. You crush it. You annihilate it. Even when you die, you're not free. So when the party commands it, you rise up from the dead to fight it again. And most of all, you keep your mouth shut. All your life, you protect the state's secrets. Then you take them to your grave.
Those were different times. The Cold War mentality and us versus them routine. A lot has changed.
But has it? Really?
Yes, it has. We live in a new world now.
Look around you. How is this new world working out for you? These children, they were raised to fight the enemy. But how do you fight an invisible enemy? You can't see it, you can't taste it, yet you can feel how it penetrates your body, corrupts you from the inside. And you, Igor? Who are you fighting against?
Everyone and everything that stands between me and you, Tanya.
And what if you're wrong? What if the enemy is you?
What are you saying?
Time to move, Igor. We're done here. The azure swimming pool. It brings back so many memories.
Tatiana Fomina Amelieva, youngest freestyle champion swimmer in Pripyat. You know, I sometimes think you missed your calling. It would have been best if you'd pursued a career in sport.
Give me a break. I was never going to be another Galina Prozumenchikova. I never would have won any Olympic gold medals. For me, it was always about this feeling of freedom, being able to float and become weightless. That was my refuge.
Swimming. Yes. You always wanted to teach
Say
I can't.
it. Do you think you would have made a good father, Eagle?
I don't know. You tell me.
How do you know I'm not just a voice in your head, my love? There are things you need to figure out by yourself. Unfortunately, I can't help you.
Okay. All right. Yes. I think I'd make a good father. I would do everything to protect our child. Everything to keep him or her from drowning.
Like you kept me from drowning?
That's not fair. Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything, my love. You're doing it to yourself. Come, Igor. You still have one more place to visit. Remember this place?
Oh, it's our old apartment. How could I have forgotten it?
Perhaps you wanted to forget. Perhaps you needed to forget, Igor. It used to be our past and future, both. But it's just an empty shell now.
I wonder what happened to all our stuff. My desk, my books, your violin.
Who knows? It's all gone now. Stolen, ruined, torn apart.
It must have been extremely irradiated. It would all be worthless anyway. The liquidators probably removed it all. They had to bury it. Or perhaps some low-life smugglers took it. People are so predictable. They'll snatch up whatever they can carry if the opportunity arises. I once heard a story about a guy who stole a window because...
I don't care about any stupid windows, and neither do you. You're only trying to distract yourself with those pointless little antidotes.
From what?
From what you should have faced the minute you came back to the zone. Instead, you chose to run around like a cowboy and fight a bunch of mercenaries and unravel the secrets of Chernobylite, when it's been right here all this time, staring you in your face, the truth about us.
It's just an empty apartment, Tanya.
It's the truth.
I'm gonna give you the straight dope, Kiminyuk. 'Cause I like you. Tatiana is either dead or so old you can hardly tell the difference. Either way, this whole business is pointless. My favorite egghead! What have you been up to?
Fighting NAR, Shadows, Chernobylite, same old boring story.
Your everyday stalker chores, huh?
Sure. Hey, you never told me how you became a stalker.
It was a fucking slow process, all right. At first, I wasn't looking for anything specific. I was a wanderer, an urban explorer. When that didn't turn my crank anymore, I started getting into dark tourism.
What's that?
Well, it's like visiting places that gives you chills. Catacombs, mass graves, concentration camps, mausoleums, cemeteries, dungeons, mass murder scenes. Places that always seem to be under a shadow, with all this negative energy. I can always sense it with my third eye.
Well, that's a peculiar sort of holiday destination. What were you hoping to find?
I'm not entirely sure. It was just cool to be there. Fukushima, Ground Zero, the Paris catacombs. But when I came to the exclusion zone, something changed. I knew right away I was gonna stay here and make a living catering to my fellow tourists. Most of them were just Western idiots who needed a babysitter. But it was fucking worth it. This is me now, Mikhail the Stalker. Making a living in Pripyat, scavenging, wheeling and dealing, listening to dark voices. Cool, huh?
Yes, very cool. But I'm worried about these voices of yours. Perhaps you should ease up on the radioactive shrooms? Mikhail, you've been around. You could teach me something about surviving in the zone.
Abso-fucking-lutely I can. That's the smartest request you've ever made, Igor. Gathering and preparing herbs and mushrooms, scavenging for food, treating bullet wounds. I wouldn't last long in this shithole if it wasn't for my mad skills.
Actually, I can't do it right this minute. Want to trade?
Just make it fucking quick, will ya? The fuck you want?
I'm wounded, Igor. Can you get me a first aid kit? Appreciate it. I feel better already.
Can we swap some stuff, Olivier?
Sure, whatever you need.
fuck you want?
Want to trade?
Just make it fucking quick, will ya?
Tanya, and wait, is that Boris?
Beautiful, isn't it? Igor gave it to me for my birthday. He's such a cute dork. It's from Leningrad. He's so sweet.
A tiny dancer? That's all he sees you as, huh? He doesn't really understand you like I do. If you'd only give us a chance, Tanya.
Boris, please don't make me go through this again. Don't destroy our friendship.
You don't need to worry about that. I will always be your best friend, but I can't forget that evening when we were at the Silver Lake in Gachina, and you said...
We had our moment, but it's in the past now. Please, just don't.
If that's what you really want... But you're making a mistake, Tanya. Igor is too buried in his books to see the real you. He only sees the perfect little Slavic woman. Fragile, supportive, and obedient. You're not yourself around him, Tanya. Afraid of overshadowing his accomplishments. Scared of driving him away. With me, you would never have to pretend. Never have to be someone you're not.
I've never been more myself than when I'm with Igor. Don't try to get in my head, Boris. I've made my choice. You need to accept that. I'm really sorry if I hurt you. I regret that. Let's just finish our tea. I need to be back home by 5.
What? I remember the music box. It was from Leningrad. But Boris? Was he making a pass at Tanya? I trusted that son of a bitch.
I think we're all set. That was a great idea with the music box, Comrade Major.
Boris was talking to the KGB? I should have seen it. He was always so overly ambitious.
Yes, I'm positive. She's about to blow the lid off the whole thing. And with her affiliations, there's no telling how long it'll be before the Western press gets wind of the Duga project. So I recommend that you move fast, Comrade Major. We need to make sure that our work continues without distraction. She's a dangerous dissident and needs to be put away. As for Kimenyuk, we need him so our work can continue. He's not involved in Amalieva's machinations. He's quite naive. He's what Comrade Lenin would call a useful idiot. Except he also happens to be a brilliant scientist, of course.
Thank you, Boris. It's good to know that you always had my back. and that you were involved in the plot to kidnap Tatiana. Tanya? What?
What do you want?
Tatiana Amnieva, please, come with us quietly.
It's better if you don't make a scene, for your own sake.
What's all this about? Who are you?
The better question is, who are you, Tatiana Femina Amnieva? Your father would be ashamed of you. Or does he know that you're plotting to betray your own motherland? Perhaps he's in on it too.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
We'll see about that. We're gonna have a nice, long chat, Amalieva.
As it is, we've got a mutual friend, Amnieva. Boris told us all about you.
No, he would never.
The party has done so much for you, and this is how you repay us.
You've got your head filled with this Western nonsense. Yes. We've seen your contraband, this garbage. It makes me sick.
You're not happy being a proper Soviet woman, huh? You've grown tired of pretending?
Well, the game is over. Time to show your true face. You're a reactionist and a provocateur, ready to sell your country's secrets to the CIA.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, let me go.
What would your fiancé Igor have to say about this, He's such a good comrade. When he hears of this, he will despise you. If you continue to resist, we'll pay a visit to your family in Murmansk. Don't make us do that. The drive always puts me in a foul mood.
Please, no, don't. I'll come willingly.
Good girl.
What are you doing? Get away from me! Don't touch me! Leave me alone!
God, please. I can't take it anymore.
Lord, have mercy. Kill me, please.
I can't believe this is real. Boris was jealous of me and Tanya? And when she turned him down, he got back at her by informing on her to the KGB. That goddamn rat. I trusted him. Good God. I knew she hated this system, but exposing state secrets to the Western press? Can that even be true? It could be. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Get up, Professor Komunik. Time is of the essence.
What?
Meet me in Lenin Square.